Captain Ron here today. Here to talk about the market update. I've been getting a bunch of phone calls and emails. Everybody looking to either sell or we're thinking of selling this summer coming up. They're just done with the rain, ready to get out of town. If you've been living here in Olympia or the Pacific Northwest, you know it's been a rainy year again. So, with that being said, a lot of people are kind of freaking out right now as well. Interest rate hike, bonds, macro and micro, everything from war to the Bank of England saying to everything else with recessions to where everything's going. So with all the research I've done, and of course I don't have a crystal ball like everybody else will tell you, it seems like it depends on a few things. If you're doing a long-term hold, if you're going to be sitting in this home for at least 5, 7, 10 years, you can really ride the wave. That means if it goes up, down, you refinance here or there, you don't have as much to worry about. If you're looking to kind of cash out and go somewhere else, I will say cash out ASAP, at least in my opinion. I've done it with 2 of my properties already in the last few months, just because you can kind of see the end of the light where either, yes, we've peaked, who knows, maybe I sold too soon, I could wait another year, but it doesn't seem like that. To be honest, last summer almost seemed like the best year because we've gone down in that little trend, and then the bidding wars, I can start to see them subside. Even today, I think there is 15 new, I look at the computer, there's 15 new listings just between like 550 and 750, so you can see everybody's just throwing them on now in certain areas. I was watching, I'm like, oh no, here it goes. Because now everybody's either freaking out about the interest rates, seeing the recession, seeing everything that's being said and saying, let's list, here we go. And so I'm curious, I'm gonna watch all of them as a baseline now to see if any of them hit, and of course I'll take in some subject lines of where the location is, the price, and what they look like. A few of them I know are a stretch. At least I would say 30% of them or 33% are definitely playing the market. So I really want to see how those react. The other ones are okay, and then some are just priced too high. There's a few outliers, but I'm going to take them all, and I'm definitely going to watch and see how this market goes the next 2 weeks. If they all go penny within a week, then I guess that'll say it's good. And then again, I'll watch next week. I keep watching every week as it goes through, but I've used a few of my own properties as baselines as well, and I could definitely feel the market softening, starting to slip here and there, and with everything else coming out, that's at least how I see it's coming. If the summer comes, of course it'll be sunnier, people will be happier, we'll get more people moving in. Of course, with Olympia being close to the military base, we have PCS season coming up later this year, so everybody's kind of waiting for that as well. But with the interest rates going already, I have no agents, and myself included, have buyers that now have to go back and either their lock expired or they have to re-talk to the lender how much their payments are, and they can't afford nearly as much. So the people looking at $600,000 homes or 650 are now down to 550, 500, and so forth. So it's bringing everything down. Hence why I was laughing kind of how that 550 to 700, 750 mark just all of a sudden listed, because that's that sweet mark where it's going to take much of the beating. Anything under 500, they say, and I actually agree with, probably won't take as much of a beating, and then maybe even till next year if we do go into a recession, or at least start going a lot more in a downward spiral. Those will take the longest because there's always that low income, at least in Olympia area, and of course I say low income under the 500 mark, that will take longer to get hit because there's more buyers in that area. Anything over 550-ish, somewhere in there, up to 750s and plus are going to get hit because just less of a demand, less of a buy, and now the payments on those have gone up even more. So if you are thinking of selling, let me know. I can walk you through at least my game plan. It's going to be a rough game plan for anybody going out there. So if you get an agents that are just promising you the world again, it may be true. We may have an easy of just listing and going. I will say there's a lot of clients that everyone that have listed to me, we've got it listed and sold. I even had some that had crazy appointments, changed everything because I said list 2.5 weeks ago. We listed, got pending over that weekend, bidding more. I think if we would have listed now, we would have been in trouble. I am so glad they changed everything, listened to me, and it made them a huge chunk of money and a difference. So that's what I'm bringing into the strategy now, is I'm going to be watching the market like an eagle. I'm going to be making sure we know exactly how we're going into this with the game plan of listing. and how to list, what strategy and what preparations to take, and have contingency after contingency and plan after plan. If something doesn't happen, we need to know which direction to go, what's the best course of action for your home sale. So that way we can cash you out and get you the most money possible. Otherwise, if you get someone out there that's just promising you everything and you don't have a game plan, you don't have contingencies, they're not watching the market, they're not coming with a full CMA showing you what's going to happen, or at least having somewhat of understanding of what's going to happen, give me a call and I can go through at least what I've done for my own and all my clients where we've sold everything. Not one that hasn't. There's still some on the market that they're overpriced. Absolutely, I get it. So there's some that people have to stick with their guns. Fair enough. You want to hit a certain number? Absolutely. Now, if you're buying, whole different ballgame. I think the buyers are going to come out of the woodworks, and I think the buyers are actually going to have some more advantages. There still may be bidding wars out there, little ones here and there, and for sellers, that's not a good thing to say maybe, because you wanted the bidding wars. So I think there still will be bidding wars, at least in the beginning. Who knows how long through the summer, and especially watching this market, what's going to happen. In areas and locations. Remember, real estate's all about location. So if you have a great location, good for you. If it's not the best location and you're trying to upgrade or trying to move somewhere else, be ready to make some adjustments and move quickly in this market to get it sold instead of being stuck with a certain number. Remember, everything comes down to location. It really does in real estate. But as a buyer right now, I think you're gonna have some more flexibility. Now with interest rates, of course, your buying power has gone down. You're gonna have higher payments depending on what you pick, but now you're gonna have a few more options because there are gonna be more homes out there. And I think we may get a little more freedom on, while it doesn't go pending right away within the first 3, 4, 5 days, it may be a week, 10 days, 2 weeks until it goes pending. So I think we're gonna see a longer haul of homes taking 2 to 3 weeks, where we could pretty much say in the past, you'll be gone by the weekend. I'm not saying that at all anymore. We're gonna see how the market plays out. Here's, if we do the strategy right, the plan would be go from Thursday to Monday, naturally. Not anymore. I don't think that's gonna be happening. I think it's gonna be listing over the weekend and giving it 1 to 2 weeks, depending on the weekends, open houses, how everything plays out as well. So, that being said, this is going to be one heck of an exciting summer. We're going to be having a lot of roller coasters up and down. We'll see how the fall transpires this winter and what comes up next year as well. And then the rental game as well, along with the banks, supply chains, everything. It's going to be really interesting. So if you're looking to buy and sell, you need someone in the market that's, well, always paying attention. That's me. Welcome. That's one thing I love about my ADD, is I'm able to hyper focus with OCD amount of just making sure I love patterns and graphs, and I just watch everything. So with that, with real estate, that's why you have me. Give me a call, Captain Ron, PNW Homes Group. We're here to help make sure you sell your home or buy the right place. Captain Ron out.